why Muslims don't speak about Islamic caste system in India, but always about Hindu caste system. I actually spoke about this when I shared this Pew survey that came out nearly, I don't know, maybe about a couple of months ago now. That was one of the most um, um, it's one of the broader surveys on Indian religious demographics, and I think another one just came out recently, and it really drilled down into the individual or certain aspects of belief of these various religious denominations in India. And I think one of them, which actually surprised me, there were so many other factors that actually surprised me as well. For example, I think 25 or high 20s percentage of Indian Muslims don't believe in heaven and hell. I was like, excuse me? Yeah. I mean, these are the basic tenets of Islam, which is totally flipped on the other side if you ask the same question to Pakistanis. So that actually showed that Indian Muslims are much more liberal, and that probably has to do with they're living in a secular society. But instead of just focusing on, like the jihadis are there. So that's where I disagree with them. But the other thing that really surprised me, now again, forgive me if I get couple of percentage points here or there because I don't have it in front of me and this is a live question. Indian Muslims, they believed in the caste system. I think the question was something like, would you marry outside your caste? And more Muslims said no than Hindus. And I was like, oh wow. I always knew there's caste system in Pakistani Muslims as well, because predominantly we have Muslims in Pakistan. But for that, you only have the Hindu religion to blame, because Pakistani Muslims and Indian Muslims, they have obviously they've lived side by side with their Hindu counterparts, and they've got this caste system, because you wouldn't find that in amongst Arabs. Arabs don't have this caste system. They have this system of social hierarchy, I believe, that you should marry someone with the same social standing or something. They have that.
Yeah,
but
they
don't
aim to
have
marry
the
like
caste
their
system.
own social status or higher. But Arabs within themselves definitely like see different, like other Arabs as less Arab than them. Yeah.
So
So
you're
like
saying Saudi Arabians would be like Omani Arabs, they would be like, okay, they're not equal?
Yeah. They view them differently. So like in Saudi, Egyptian Arabs are kind of considered like less Arab as well. And then just
that's
like
just racism. That's just basically their racism. But
racism.
that's
And
not
even then, I'm
casteism.
saying like the individual, like, oh, they're Khaliji Arabs, they're Levant. You know what I mean? They have that kind of difference, but it's not playing, because they're in separate countries. It doesn't really matter on like in the way that you're talking about.
True, but in this case, yeah, you're right, liberal Hindu. That survey showed that Indian Muslims were just as casteist, if not more, than the Hindu counterparts. But so that's probably the reason. But it's casteism is not the evil that's come out of Islam. Let's just be fair. So that might be the reason, because the source is Hinduism. To help me produce more videos like these, support me on Patreon or PayPal.